What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Chris Toyfer. Today we're going over Sideshow Collectibles, Order of the Jedi, 12-inch Anakin Skywalker. This is an older figure from 2006, and these are the figures that basically paved the way for the Hot Toys that we know today. As you can see, the pleather did not hold up at all. It's flaking, it's degrading. Luckily, I did get this guy for a discount. So, as always, we'll go over the articulation, we'll go over the accessories, we'll do some posing, so you can decide if this is a figure, if you get the chance, you want to pick up. So, let's review this figure. For those of you who are in-box collectors, there's a nice picture of the figure on the box here. It goes over Anakin Skywalker, Order of the Jedi, Sideshow Collectibles on the front, another picture and Sideshow on the side here. On the back, it shows the picture of the figure. It has 3 others in the line. It does show a few shots from the movie as well. Another picture on the side here. To open the box, it's a magnetic opening right there. And then there's a good amount of text going over the Jedi. The accessories come on this side. More text going over Anakin. And the figure goes here. So it does have a good window if you wanted to display this in the box. I guess you could this way, but for me, this was a take out of the box and display it that way. Going over the accessories, he comes with one alternate left hand. It's almost a force using hand. It does have pretty good sculpt work. You can see some veins there. You can see the creases in the skin. You can see the fingernails, and it is a soft plastic. Not that it stays in another position, but for an older mold, this does look really good. It pegs in there. Good skin color, good skin tone. Another accessory that Anakin comes with is one lightsaber hilt without the blade. The detail is pretty good. It's painted pretty nice. I would say the colors are a little off. This is like a copper. Same with this here. And this is like a brown. The silver for the hilt could be more shiny. It's a little bit dull, but overall a decent sculpt. He does come with another, same exact, that has the lighted blade. And the lighted blade is a nice blue, a little frosted, good length, but same exact hilt. Anakin also comes with the aquata breather, best known or seen in episode 1. There is really good sculpting to this piece. He also comes with his Jedi communicator. Again, really good sculpting here as well. All the same kind of gunmetal paint. Little copper paint up there. Another accessory he comes with is his hollow puck. And it is really small. Good amount of sculpt work and paint application. But compared to the actual hand on the figure, that's pretty small. This should be larger, a little bit, as seen in the movies. And his final accessory is his right robotic arm. It is a double bend at the elbow. It has rotation at the forearm. It also has wrist rotation and a little up and down. It does show mechanics on the inside, gunmetal, black, and gold. Unfortunately, the hand is stuck in this position. Can't really hold anything. It almost looks like a force-using pose. But it is decently sculpted for a robotic arm. Overall, it does look pretty good. actually, last accessory, Anakin does come with his Jedi robe. It is a nice cloth material. It's a good color, brown, darker than compared to Obi-Wan's. And it does have a wire in the front of the hood here. So you can kind of articulate it on Anakin. Does look big and flowy for the figure, so you should be able to get a decent pose if he's wearing it. So going over the figure, look at that. It actually just got worse as I took it out of the box and I started moving it around. The pleather material that they use, same thing as Hot Toys uses. I mean, it's still coming off. It doesn't hold up at all. This is the unfortunate nature of using not genuine leather. It will break over time, and it will look terrible over time. Going over the boots, unfortunately, it is one solid piece, so you can't get any ankle articulation at all. The articulation does come at the knee bend there, and then rotation, which we'll go over in articulation, but it's a okay sculpt. Definitely, again, look good for the time, but that is one of the downside, is you do not get any articulation with that. Going over the head sculpt, it resembles Anakin. The hair does have a good mold to resemble his hair. I think it's a pretty good length. I think it's good coloring for Anakin. I think on the side here, you get the best resemblance of him. He's got the scar. He's got a serious look. Does it hold up to what we get today with Hot Toys? Not even close. And I'm not sure why they did that with the lips, where they put like a gloss finish. Almost looks like he's wearing lipstick. But again, at the time, this was a good sculpt. It did resemble Hayden Christensen playing Anakin Skywalker. But today, it doesn't hold up at all. The belt has a good amount of pieces to it. It does look very accurate. It can be adjusted up and down. It has a holder here that can open up. There's room on the inside. Again, you can peg his lightsaber onto the holder here. Going around, more detail. These do not open. Probably one of the best parts of this figure. Going over the articulation, the head will turn all the way around, and because the head and the neck is one piece, you're not going to get any kind of tilt at the head there. You can get a little tilt side to side down here. You'll look up that much, you'll look down that much. The arm can come all the way up and around. And as you can see, it's just flaking off still. It comes out that high for a T-pose, which is pretty good. There is rotation at the bicep, double bend in the elbow because it is a double jointed elbow. And then feels like my arm is springing forward there. And the wrist will rotate and go up and down like that. That's the same for the other side. There is really no ab crunch, but he does have good waist swivel. The leg will go up that high. He can do a full split. There is rotation at the thigh. Pretty good bend at the knee. Only rotation at the thigh though. No movement at the boot. And again, as going over, no articulation at the ankle. That is the same for both sides. Here is Anakin in a lightsaber fighting stance pose. And here is Anakin in a force using pose with that left hand accessory. One of the really annoying things I have to say is this right arm. This is the alternate for the robotic. The way that this goes in is it pegs right into the bicep here. But it's such a loose fit that anytime you want to articulate or move, it just falls out of place. So it's very difficult getting this arm, which you're probably going to use the most because it's his generic hand with the gauntlet, to stay in one position or to stay in that slot. Very frustrating trying to pose this guy. I have to say the robe does actually look okay. It's not the greatest, but it is doable. You can get him in a good wavy robe pose. Overall, my final thoughts: if you need to collect every Anakin figure that's out there, then yes, get this figure. Other than that, unless you can get it for a really cheap price, don't bother with this figure. The Hot Toys is so much better nowadays, and hopefully they use a different material that's not going to degrade over time, because they still are using pleather on the Anakin figures. Maybe they can use a similar material that they're going to be using on the new Darth Vaders that isn't going to break down. I believe it's nylon. That should be much better going forward. But for this, I think it's a pass. Don't worry about picking this guy up. So let me know what you guys think. Do you have one? Did yours break down and degrade like this? Let me know what you think. Leave a comment, and I'll see you guys on the next Chris Twyfer.